gone to clean the spider webs from around in the filter house, so I can move some stuff around. Broke another piece off my clock. See if I can glue that back together after. Water's clearing up very, very slowly. Hard giving. Have to clean the green filter out. I'm going to clean that out after. I'm going to use that to water the garden and then finish filling with water, but I might have said that last week. Everything's going on. I can't believe the difference in this filter. I've already stripped that out and cleaned it. You can see the net sitting there waiting. We're actually gone a little bit cloudy now because I had the filter off. So I might give that a little bit of time, top it up, come back to them, see if I can find the ones with the sores on and put that treatment on them. The antibacterial spray, it's working a treat. Temperature's dropped. Couldn't read that properly then, 21.9. I've turned the heat up on these today. 23.5 at the moment. I want to just turn the heat up one setting because the temperatures have changed. It and tell somebody's turned the current bun off. I'm going to do these a water change. Clean the filters out and top them up first, and then I'll put the hose into the big tank, top them up, and when they've settled down a bit I'm going to get the net out, and like I said I'm going to treat the ones, oops, sorry about the camera, treat the ones in there. If I can set the camera up I'll try and do it, but the trouble is I've been trying to find a small bank stick. That's a landing net pole, that is the inner sleeve one, and it's too long. You know, I'm inside here and I keep banging the, trying to get the fish out, banging them and clacking everything, so it's a bit awkward to catch them without knocking everything over, so I have to try and move everything out of the way. I've had to empty that out. That's out the big pond, that is, to clean the sponges out of maisons out of this filter. As you know, I've got the lily in the other one because it's a lot deeper than that one, which I've already said about that. So I'm going to crack on now, give these a bit of a water change. They've had a fed this morning. You can always tell because the water's gone below the sponges, how it's evaporated with the heat. They've been it's gone right down on that one. Give these a quick, yeah, and have a quick look at them. You can see a lot of them developing now. Again, still not many colours coming out, early days. And then they got fed twice yesterday because it was at a football tournament with Mason again. I think I've already documented that on the last video. So let's crack on. I'm going to attempt to hoover some water out of the fry, and obviously I've got to watch the fry dog. I've just got a bucket of water out to clean the sponges, and I've had a fish in the bucket. Luckily I've got that out, put him back in. This is the order I've come up with. The only trouble is I can be able to pick the big shit up off the bottom. So I was going to put the hoover inside there like that, so as not to suck the fish up. I'll give it a try and I'll let you know if I've sucked one out. Close. Got carried away. I'm trying to suck the crap out the bottom. I really emptied it. Oh dear. Now we'll get the hose pipe out now, top them up. I got a fish in there. I'll use the net to move around to scare the fish away from the pipe. Just got the crap off the bottom. We'll get them topped up now. Nearly. Leaving that topping up. It's coming out a little bit too fast for me liking. I've got no more control over that. It's as slow as I can get it. I'll have a little mess about first because that's got to all fill that tank. That isn't the temperature, so that's going to be a lot colder. Now I'll have a little bit of a mess and rethink. I've got to come down to the top and adjust it. Turn that down now as low as I can get it. I'm happy with that now. go and get it in the fry. I don't know whether I'm going to catch any of this at all. It's hard trying to film. I just noticed that bottle's gone in backwards. I don't know how the bleeding how that bottle's gone in there the wrong way around, I'm sure, but anyway, it's in there, so nothing I can do. I'm just trying to pick the fish out that need treatment. There is a few with grey scales. It's so odd because there's so many shadows. The one that Mason picked in the big pond, he's got a sort of treated that one. I may have already treated, but this is the only way I can do it. Not because thoroughly I'll be able to see the fish or not. I'm trying to do it with as less stress as I can, possibly. And you can actually catch him on there. Try and leave him in the just trying to leave him to soak in the net a little bit, just to make sure it's gone into the open scales. I've had to turn the pump off, obviously, just so as I can see, and then I'm having to move the net around a bit at a time just to get them moving, so I can try and pick out the ones that need treating. Done the water change earlier on. Trying to treat him in this landing net that I've got. It ain't been the best because I've had a couple getting stuck. Oh well, yeah. Ideal I could do it putting these to sleep, this ain't no good to them at all. Okay, calm down, calm down. Put that gloves on ready because this stuff stains your skin. And it's the stain on the net already. Just having now in front of things, everything's a balancing act. There's one more in there now that needs treatment. I don't think what that whistling is, it's the sponge filter up there. again that bloody pipe up that drainage where it's in backwards. All for the sake of pulling the plug out the bottom of a bleeding wheel again it was. So there's one of the sounds, because they've got it on but it's got that much pattern in it. Rusty money. So we're plugging off in the net. I'm actually lining it so. While I'm running that net, the treatment's actually in the net itself, so I'm hoping that's like helping to rub it into the wound itself. It's bugging me now, what pipe is. It's gone in the wrong way round. If you can imagine, it's gone in that way. These holes get blocked up because suck the water through. When it's that way, it's got all these holes. You take this one that's in, obviously it's that bottle, the vitamins bottle that I had. I want to try and get that out if I can. Don't get me clawed until I get that out. Okay. I've actually got it. You can see how that was blocking up. So it's inside there like that. The water's going into there, and as soon as that's blocked, I'll never get to clean it. Ideally I need it now in that way. So if it's inside that way like that, it's got all that, the holes there, which I can get to clean it. That was a good fit, that was what it is. So I'm going to give that a bit of a clean. So, trying to get it back in, that's the problem. Don't clean it off. Back in a bit. So I'm just cleaning this out. I'm just checking the diameter of this one off that Steve Lammings. The diameter looks the same. The only thing I'm concerned about is there's a collar. So the hole in the filter is flush to the bottom. I don't know because I never fit one. That to me looks like it's done with a flat bottom. But I'm going to try and get this in if I can. And get it to try. If not, that's a multivitamin jar that is. And that's been working a treat. So let's see if this will work. Get me grabber first. Oh. Get me grabber, I've dropped it already. Plastic, it's floating. There's the bottle sunk, even though the bottle's plastic, it's lighter. And four hands now. Oh dear. That ain't going to go in there, that I think it will. Oh, hang on. No. That ain't going to go in there. The hole on mine is at the bottom of the tank. And that colour there is stopping it from going in flush like that. It's trying to go in like that. and it's a tight fit. It's the same diameter as this bottle, and that's softer, that is, and that's the reason why it's giving it. But once I've got these fish out of here and I'm ready to put Mason's fry in, this will be empty. Oh, the game going round now. It's gone straight in, look, see. As soon as it touches the water, it causes a reflection. You go, see what you're doing. That's mad, that is, because that's gone in absolutely lovely. But there's no, it's hard to explain, the holes like that. Let's move this out of the way a minute. The hole of the tank's like that, and the bottom's like that. So that is trying to go in that way, because you've got the bottom there, trying to face the camera. So that's trying to go in that way like that. This lip here is too high. It needs to sit like that and then go into the hole like that. And like I said, once it's empty, that bottle's gone in there sweet as a nut. See if I can turn you around and show you. But once it's empty and I can get in. And then we can actually see that bottle now in the bottom. That's gone in lovely, that has. Let's get the water all circulating. Oh, I tell you what a game. This morning going round the school with Mason, it was absolutely freezing. Everybody was in t-shirts and shorts, and it was proper freezing. Now it's filtered out, she's turned into a sweatbox. Just see if I can move, so sorry about the camera, I'm just trying to tidy up, move a few things around, so you can see what's going on. Treating these like this, I've got to be honest, they are looking very helpful. Mason's fish are dealed up lovely. I'll get the salt meter out now and test the salt. Find out what's up with it. Oh dear. Oh god, it's here. We'll have a read together. Maybe to about 0.6. Maybe put some salt in after I've done the water change. What a bad guess, really, was it? Try them a little bit. I'm happy with that. Leave them to rest now. See the current bun's back out. After I've turned the heater up on there, I'm going to have to leave that heater up there. It's just crazy. Catch you later. 15th of July 2026. It's finally coming down. I fixed the leak. I'm just taking the scaffolding down. Mason come from boxing yesterday. Comes in his shed shouting, "Grandad, some other mate." Two of his fried jumped out. Snippers about it. I've been in and out this bleeding shed all day yesterday. And I had the net on, net off, so I could feed them. Keep seeing these leaves all over the floor, and I kept thinking them was fish. The 2 fish was down there. Big fish as well, there was, for the fry. You can see the size of them turning out in there now. Couldn't believe it. Went to boxing and Dave put the top back on. Still a few sores on some of them. Really happy with them at all. I've said before I could do with setting the tank up really and putting them to sleep and treating them better. I've just got no space for nothing. Keep the salt in and keep an eye on them, that's all I can do. So have a walk out to the main pond. See the fish, I'm trying not to startle them. Slow, but it is starting to clear. You always tell by the fish in the water as well, you can actually see. The fish a bit lower down, that must be due to go off, or it's just gone off. I'm up on the feed. Lily's doing alright in there. Some new leaves sprouting off that. Yeah, they're all coming. It's either gone off or it's ready to go off. All up waiting for food. Another one. Oof, what a change in the weather. Have to freeze your titties off. Titty. Catch you in a bit. If you're thinking of building a pond, I know a good friend of mine from the football team, AJ. Talks to him most weeks with the football now. He's on about building a pond, getting interested in it, watching the videos. One of the most important things you need to take in consideration before you build a pond is drainage. You're going to have to empty the water out of your pool, clean the bottom of your pool. A lot of people put bottom draining, which I think it's a must. If you don't put a bottom draining in my pool, I have to keep getting this pipe out every time I clean it. So you got to remember, when you dig a pool, you need to dig it somewhere where you've got a drain to get rid of your wastewater. Even if you put a pump in, submersible pump, and you run it off a pump that way, you still need to drain your water off. And it's a shame really, because this water's ideal for your garden, but it's just trying to control it when it comes out. And to be honest with you, the state of my grass now, see how it's all wearing, because we've walked down the one side of that with the scaffolding, but it's all wore away there by the dog. But yeah, if you're thinking of building a pool, first thing is water in and water out. Kobe's tip of the week. I don't know what to do. As you know, I just film the fish feeder, give me enough fish coming to feed it. Just to get all that out. It's just gone off 2 more times. That's why I never film me up and no more. I've had experience where it's emptied it before. Battery's charged full, so but I've just been jet washing a little bit to the water. Remember, water down there would have been getting the little ornaments off. So that's set something off or what I don't know, but getting to the fish coming up to get it. Look, I'll let that dry off and I'll put that back in a bit later. Just finished jet washing that off, you can hear it filling up. Get the lid on that. Then I'm going to get into maisons. I've looked at his filter, see if his filters need cleaning. I think they've never been fed, look so. Now we get to the food, come from one side of the bridge now. I still ate it though. Bit of a change of tactics with treating them today. Probably see the remnants all over my glasses. Remnants? You boy, what? I don't know what's going on with this bleeding phone, I'm sure. I'm just going to record it now for about 5 minutes. Going to watch it. Tie on. So, got this tub out. You can see the treatment in the bottom of the tank. We'll have been spraying the fish. I'm going to have to order another bottle. It's only a little bottle, look. And when you lean it like that, obviously it will squirt. So it's a bit awkward trying to get the bottle the right way around. Ideally, I'd like to put them to sleep and treat them that way. That way I could wash the wound then, and I'll see what them like in a few days. If there ain't no difference, because they am getting, they've got raised scales in there. Why am I showing you the net? Have a look at the fish. They've got raised scales, almost like a lump. So I put acroflavin in today. I'm going to leave them a couple of days. See what happens. Mason's fish had got rid of it, but he's got it on both sides of it, isn't there? I really don't know what's going on. I don't think that's anything to do with sleeping sickness, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm just going to check the filters, see if they need cleaning out. It's only been a couple of days since I've done them, so I'm hoping they don't need doing again, because you've got to keep the bacteria in the water anyway. I'm just going to have a quick look. If they need doing, I'll do them. If not, I'll just leave them as they are. Ruler. Just going to put my gun away. Everything everywhere again. Turn my titties off. Oh, look at that handsome shadow. Gonna get the gun, look. Hurry on, Copy's coy.